Welcome back, everybody. This is Legit Lee back again with the part 4 video of Follow Focus System. So, if you haven't been watching this series, I recommend starting from part 1. But if you are, we're going to just start jumping into the video here. So, we have been designing a Follow Focus System. We are at part 4, what has to do with gears. And that has to do with the gearing mechanism of our Follow Focus information. So, we'll just go ahead and start hopping into the video here. So right here you can see that we're at the part where you need to start making the gears, but I'm not on the right area here. I don't know why it didn't pop up correctly when I clicked on it. If I just hit open, we'll go to Follow Focus really quick if I can find it. Here we go. There we are. So this is where we left off at. These are just a bunch of circles that I was using, but I have figured out how to make the gearing system. It was off of a YouTube video. This guy has a website, which is pretty interesting, that he was able to set up a Follow Focus, not a Follow Focus, but a gearing system generator. So link will be in the description below for this portion of the video, so you guys can know exactly what's going on and where to get the website. But so first we have to actually run a script inside of our stuff. So we're gonna have to open up another display port. So if we just let me get my screencast keys up so you guys can see what's going on here. So this, and we're gonna do that so you guys can see whatever I click will be right here. So we're gonna go back into yeah, view is fine. So if we do corner here, pull this down, that makes a whole nother display port, right? But we don't need it showing this at all. So what we want to view, right? No, I think this is the wrong area. I'm sorry. Hold on. This right here. What we want to view is our text editor. So if we go over to this text editor, then we're going to do text new. So now we have a new text ready to be ran, and we'll have to copy and paste this information from the there's a, like I said, a YouTube video. I'll have a link for both of these here. It's not hard to know though. So let's copy, and we're going to paste. So Control V. So we have to run this, but first, before we do anything, we'll go on this one, and we're going to do Control C, so that, or Shift C, I mean, to get our view, our cursor right dead center of everywhere, basically. And then we're going to change our information here. So if we do, see, we're on orthographic, so that's good. We want to do pivot point to 3D cursor, so we have to click that, and there you go. So you're good. And the reason why is because that will be basically our pivot point. We're making sure that will be at our cursor there. So if we have this in file, all we have to do now is run script, and it's running. Now you can't see it, but if you want to see it, you can go to view. I think that's what it is. View. Hold on. It's still kind of new to me, guys, so just give me a minute here. We're running the script, so I want to... How do I view it again? Text, format, templates. I have to go back up. Let's go. Is this it? Run. And
Note this number.
No.
Q by pressing X. Press 7 on the numeric pad to switch to the top.
Sorry if it's taking too long, guys. So I can't remember how I viewed it. I don't remember seeing the information. Is it text? We're running the script. Format, no. Templates, no.
Enter 10 and 30 for the number of teeth. If you are 0 point, rated script to blenders. If you are...
Okay,
Let's
there it
start
goes.
modeling.
Hold on.
We want to minimize the number of...
So if we run script, why doesn't it come up? Okay, yeah, that's in there. I'm sorry, guys. I definitely wasn't trying to make this video super long. I apologize here in advance because I'm still a little new to this, but I started modeling enough of it to let me just go ahead and make the video now because people have been waiting. If you guys have been paying attention to this,
to see the results, Go to Window and select Toggle System.
Okay, that's what we have to do. We have to go to Windows and then toggle System Control. That's what it is. Now you can see that it's running. This is the information that we're running here. So that's all good. So we don't have to worry about that. We know it's running right. Now if we do, we're going to select all this, hit delete, or no, we have to copy. Hold on. So we got this. So I want to make a gear tooth ratio for the first teeth on my shaft. So the shaft on here, on my stepper motor, that is a 5mm diameter shaft, and we want to make 15 teeth on that shaft for a gear, right? And I want to have the gear ratio double that. So it will spin 2 times to get 1 rotation out of the second gear that's going to be spinning our camera control system, basically. So what I'll do is we'll do 15 teeth on the shaft gear and then 30 teeth on the big gear. So it's a 1-to-2 ratio because it's double the amount of teeth. And then my pivot point, we can go down to, I believe it was a 0.4, 0.4 for the tooth profile. I'm going to do a 0.8 because I want to make sure it smoothly runs in and it won't like be rough or feel weird or anything. And I want to do a little wider. If I need to go bigger later, I'll do that, and that's fine. So the website, all I have to do is just input that information. And if you want to see it, I can show you guys really quick. I'll do another window real quick so you guys can see. Capture window. I'm going to call this web. And then Firefox. I'll hit. What is this Firefox app? So. Okay, that's weird. I don't know what's going on here. Here, does it show that? No. Okay, let me just try hitting OK. I don't see that information, which is odd. Okay, let me just delete this then. I'm sorry I'm messing up, guys. I thought this would have definitely worked. Where are you, web? Let's just delete it. Delete. Where are you? Transform scale. Remove. Yes. Okay. So that didn't work. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's because I'm in the stream. Maybe there's a little glitch or something. But like I mentioned, I'm trying to show you guys because I really want you to see this. So maybe if I just pull down the window for Blender, maybe that'll work. Nope, it's still showing up, which is strange. I don't want to exit out of it. Oh wait, you know what? Let me just scale it down. Then you guys can probably see that information if I just scale it down to basically nothing. So let me move this down. The window. No, not that one. This one. Blender window down. Oh, you know what? Probably would have been better if I just closed out the window like an idiot. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really trying to make sure these videos aren't long and with all my nonsense. No, I'm not trying to delete this. Cancel. And where you guys can see everything. Good. Alright. That's good right there, I think. Okay. Now, I'll just hide that Blender display so you guys can see what I see. So, right here, if you look at this website, we have 15 teeth and 30 teeth on my 2 gears. Then we have a 0.8 and another 0.8 of our shift teeth profile. And we hit click here for Blender 2.8 Plus, and then you hit generate. Or calculate, I mean, and it'll generate this code, and then in return we'll paste this code into our information. So we just copy, and then we bring up Blender really quick. We'll hide that, bring up Blender where you guys can see, and I will highlight all this information, hit Control V, right? Control V, there it goes. Pasted it into here. Now, if we do run script, it'll produce our teeth profile and information. So I'm gonna hide this and this and this so you guys can see. I'm gonna hit run script, and there you have it. So now we have our teeth. Now they're a little smaller than I want, which is fine. We can scale this up, no problem, to whatever we want. We can just like hit scale and type out a number or whatever. And if we unhide, I just wanted to show you, that's the reason why I was hiding everything. If I show you here, if I unhide everything, Control H, and then just hide these two pictures, obviously I don't need to show those. You can't really see it because of all this information, but if I hide this, and then if we go into wireframe mode, we can see this little teeth gear right here. And then we can go to front view, number 1. Then we can just drag this up. I want to say, if this is 1, so we're at 2. Oh, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 10 millimeters up because we're at a 15 millimeter shaft. And that'll give us a lot of play. And the same thing with this, we're going to kind of measure out to be the same height. So right there. And so now we have both our gears set up correctly. And if we click on this one, there you can see it's at the dead center of everything here. So we're going to go into orthographic mode really quick, do 1, and then we're going to hit extrude. So E to extrude, Z for the Z axis. What? That's weird. Oh, I can't do it. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I need to go into object mode. That was my mistake. I mean, edit mode. I was in object mode. Now we can hit E to extrude on the Z axis, and we'll pull it up. I want to say 8. We need 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's too big. I don't know if that's really 8 or not. We can double check that though. If I click on the outside, and then we do show 15 millimeters. That's too big. We're not needing 15. So undo, and then we have to zoom in a little bit here. Then we'll hit E to extrude on the Z axis. 1, 2. So that's 10, 20. I don't know. Hold on. Or maybe. Oh, okay. Because I didn't actually segment this yet. We can do a lot though. So let me click that. Segment. So that's 3 millimeters right there. So that is correct. So if I need to change it, obviously, we'll change it to a darker blue since we're on the Z axis here. And then we're going to change our font size to 50. And then we'll go ahead and press enter. There you go, so you can see it. So we're at, well, I guess I could change the color because it's looking, there's a lot of blue out here. So let's just do green. It's fine. I know that's the y-axis, but it's easier for you guys to view it. So we're at 3 right now. So if I deselect everything, hit B, just grab these top edges and just pull out. So if we hit move, we're on move, but it's at the pivot point here, down here, all the way down here. It's going to be a little difficult doing that unless I change the pivot point, but it's alright. 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is 8. Okay. So in the bottom part I would need to fix. But so yeah, we got 8. We're good. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that was where 8 was at. So but now that you know for sure that my measurements are correct, and I'm for sure too, we can go ahead and hit F to face, and that will face this off. And we'll go into vertice mode here, so we can select individual vertices. We'll hit this one and hit Alt click, and that'll get us all the bottom ones. Hit F to face, so we have that one. And now that we have those, we're just working on this one, guys. We're not trying to do anything else yet. We're not going to work on that guy over here yet. So first we're going to do Shift A, then we're going to add a, oh wait, we're not in the right area. Object mode, Shift A, and then we'll do a cylinder. And that cylinder, we have to make sure that the item is going to be at 10. I'm going to do 10 millimeters. 10 by 10 by... I guess 10 is fine too. And then 1, zoom in. Oh, click the wrong stuff. 1, zoom in a little bit. Drag this guy up so it matches. Just want to make sure that it doesn't touch anything, because we're going to be doing a lot with this guy right here, and I'm going to show you what I mean in a minute. So this looks like a good point where it gives us enough room to clear the bottom part of our motor so it doesn't smack and grind against that. And then it still gives us enough height so we have enough space to move it around. So that's good. So what we're going to do here is actually group these together through a Boolean modifier. So we go here to the wrench, add a modifier, do Boolean. We're going to do group instead, or union, I mean. So I'm used to saying group because of Tinkercad. But union, hit this little eyedropper icon, and we're going to click on this guy right here. And then we hit apply. Now this guy needs to be deleted. We don't need him anymore. Delete. So we don't need extra vertices. This is one complete solid object now. And that's good. So next part would be Shift A again, add another cylinder again, and then we are going to change the dimensions again. This time we're going to do 5.5 because I feel like when we're printed out, we're going to have a little bit of shrinkage going on. So I want to make sure that clears that shrink. 5.5 seems like it'll be a good amount because I'm printing all this in ABS. And yes, I did get my ABS working, so we're all good. I printed out the parts already for the first 3 parts of the series, which are fantastic, by the way. I'm really digging the design. Anyway, we're going to do that, and then we'll do, I guess, 5. Yeah, we can do 5 for the height. Oh, no, we need to do about, let's just do 30. There we go. It doesn't matter really, because we're just going to drag it up, bring it up to the center, and then we are going to do another modifier. We click on that guy. This time we're going to click on the gear, hit Boolean, grab this eyedropper, click on this guy. We're doing a difference, so that's what we're going to be doing here. If we hit apply, that'll be it. We can delete this one, hit X, and then if we do solid mode, where you can see we got a hole all the way through that allows our shaft to go through. Like I mentioned, there's going to be a little bit of a gap. That's just for shrinkage because it's going to probably shrink down. I mean, yes, you can do 5 millimeters. Then, like if it's a little smaller than that, or if it shrunk down, then you can theoretically put a drill bit on it or something, or even try to tap it in with a hammer, but you don't want to damage your stuff. So just add a little bit extra. It's not going to kill it. I mean, if it's throwing it off, then you can go back, redo it, change the size down a little bit, make sure it's, you know, a little smaller so it has enough grip and can do some stuff. But so now we have that. We're gonna go back into wireframe mode really quick because we got one more thing we got to do to this gear, which we're almost done. So we hit Shift A again, add another cylinder for the 3rd time around, and then we're gonna do 3.3. The reason why I'm doing this one a little different is because we may want to cut into our information. So 3.3 is good. The reason why I'm doing 3.3, really I probably should do like 3.2-ish. Yeah, I feel like 3.2 would probably be a little better. No. Alright, 3.2. And then we're going to do this, good. All right. Now, 3.2. We're on 3.2, right? And the reason why we're doing that, we need to scale this out to about 5. This is going to be the socket hole, or basically the drilled out hole for our screw to hold on to this nut here. So we're gonna drag this up all the way up, and about here. Do a rotate of, ooh, no. Let's go 1. There we go. Sorry, rotate 90 degrees. That's odd. Oh, okay. We need to rotate 90 degrees first. Rotate 90 degrees before we move. Then we drag it up because our pivot point's down there. And we drag into this information. So it looks good for the most part. And we just drag that out. So what we're going to do is go here and just pull this guy right over to the edge where it can drill the hole out. So about here looks good. Now, all we have to do is add in one more modifier, and what that's going to be to this guy. Boolean again. Add the eyedropper tool. We're doing a difference again for this one. If we hit apply, click on this guy, hit delete. Now we have a hole. So if you go solid, you can see that there's a hole right here that allows our screw to go through that will hold the gear into place on the shaft. So you literally add a screw in here and you're all good to go. You shouldn't even have to worry about adding a nut. I mean, you can if you want to. You would have to make this bigger, but I'm not going to do that. It should be fine with just adding the screw to this. And then now that we have this, that's exactly how it would look. Now we'll go ahead and click on this one. We can get started on this guy. So first we're going to do object mode to edit mode, and then we're going to do another extrude on the Z, pull it up 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, basically it's like 8, I guess. I don't know, it should be like 8. We know it for sure it's 8 because it's matching up this one. I just don't know why. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, F to face, click on this guy down here, Alt left click, and then we're going to F to face again, just like how we did this one. Now we're going to do 7 for the top view, move over, we're going to add another cylinder. Work with cylinders a lot on this one, guys. A lot of cylinders going on. Oh man, no. Undo the cylinder add. We don't need that in object mode there. I mean edit mode. We need to go back into object mode. Shift A, add a cylinder in object mode because it's its own separate object. That'll just make things a lot easier for you instead of doing all this extra stuff. And then now we're gonna make the hole out for our cylinder. So, or at least for our second gear. The second gear is gonna be 16 millimeters. So I'm gonna put like 16.3 for this. Like I said, for that shrinkage, you're gonna want to be a little bigger, just a tad, not a lot. 16.3, and then the top and bottom portion is 5 millimeters. So I'll do 5.1 or something, or 5.2. Yeah, that'll do good. 5.2. So if we go to front view, you can't see it because it's all the way down here. Oh, come on, front view. So if we go down here, you couldn't see it, but now we can drag it up, and right here. Do 7 top view, and then control drag over to center, which that is right there. And then if we go to front view again, we can actually watch this guy. We're gonna bring him down a little bit. It's a little too high. We want it flush. So we go down and down too much. So, and honestly, guys, we can just pull it down a little bit here. It doesn't need to be complete. I mean, we couldn't change it. I mean, on here, obviously, the location of it's 30 millimeters. So if we go down to 30 and a half, or I mean 29 and a half, 29.5, should line up just perfectly flat. So you can see it's flat on the surface there, which is great. That's what we need. And then now all we have to do is add a modifier to this guy. So we add modifier boolean again, hit our eyedropper tool, click on that, hit applied, hit delete, and now we have the circle for our gearing. Then we have to do one more, add a cylinder again. This time we're going to change the inner diameter hole. Now on my bearings, which I'm pretty sure if you bought these types too, you will be able to do it. This one is 16 millimeters in the outer diameter, and 5 millimeters top to bottom, so like the thickness, and then the inner diameter hole is 5, but we're gonna do a little bigger than that so we can just pass the metal that's in the inner diameter, and that is, I want to say 9 millimeters. So we have to do a 9 millimeters because we want to pass that information. So 9 millimeters for the outer diameter, because we want to make sure that whatever we add, I mean, we could just do 10, just make it even 10, as long as we pass that information. If we have to add like a washer or anything, we can do that. So I'm gonna make it 10 just to be safe, if I have to add a washer later. And then we can make this like, I don't know, 30 or something. And then we're gonna drag it up. Then we're going to move it over to the center, right about here. And that looks like center to me, right? Yeah, that looks pretty center. Okay, so now that we have the center, we are going to do another modifier. We'll click on here and do our boolean. Grab this guy, click on him, hit apply, and delete this guy. Bam. So now we have our gearing for the stepper motor information. So now that we have all those gears, we have to make one more gear, and obviously it needs to be something that's along these lines, but we're gonna have to make one that's probably, I don't know, double or triple this one. We have to figure that portion out. I haven't got to that step yet, so right now we're going to figure this out because I want to finish this up, guys. I know this has been, you know, a pretty long series. It's been 4 parts already. The 5th part, I just want to show you guys everything. So right now I'm measuring out my lens, and it is 33, let's just say like 34 millimeters around the lens. No, not 30, 64, right? 64. Oh shit. Alright, hold on. 64, yeah. So we're at 64 millimeters for my lens, which is great. You know, we know that information, so that's fine. And then we're gonna keep it at 8 regardless for the ring, which my ring is pretty big for the focusing, so that will be completely fine. I was just testing it out. So we'll do 8. So first we need to get that information in, so we'll just make a cylinder really quick of a 64 millimeter cylinder. So we hit Shift A and cylinder, we're gonna change the dimensions to 64. It's 64, and then let's just do like, I don't know, 100. So let's just pretend that's a camera lens, right? And we'll drag it up a little bit so you can kind of get it leveled. Bring it over here, and voila. Well, I can bring this down right about here. You see that flickering? Is that flickering? Is there 2 vertices in here? I don't know. That was a little strange. I've seen some flickering going on. I'm not liking it. Go to object mode here. No, I shouldn't have no flickering. I don't see no other. Yeah, it's weird. Alright, anyway, had to double check that. I'm sorry. So if we go to the top, this is obviously our camera lens basically, and we're gonna want to make sure that we make a gear that goes around this lens, right? So the next portion would be adding another teeth to this setup. I don't know how many teeth this would be to go around something this big, so we're just gonna kind of have to guesstimate here while creating our stuff. So if we need to do first gear, it's going to be by itself. We don't need a second gear. So if that was a 30 tooth for this one, we can make this one like a 50. Maybe that would do it. I don't know. We can try it. And if not, we'll go up another 10, 60, right? So I'll type in 60 for right now for the first gear, because that's all we need is just one. And we leave everything else the same. Pivot, the profile, shift, all that. And pivot point is going to be the same. Everything going to be the same. Angle pressure is still 20. We're all good. So if I hit calculate, error and number of teeth 2. Oh, there's none. So 0. Calculate. There it goes. Yeah, I didn't need another gear, so you have to type in 0 for the teeth gear for the second one. So now it generated. I got the code. I'm going to copy that. Then we're going to I'll have to highlight all this stuff here. Delete. Or just paste. Oh, paste over that. Then we'll run the script. Message and control system. That was weird. I don't know why I didn't pull up. Maybe we should just add two different ones. So that was 15. Let's just add 10. Then we'll add 60. Whatever. Show diagram. No, not diagram. Show this. Okay. Copy. See, now, like I said, I'm still working with this guy, so just bear with me. Paste. There we go. So we had to add 2 for the thing that we're using, but obviously this is not big enough. So since 60, this is a 64, so I don't even know why I think 60. Maybe we should do, if this is 64, we want to be like above there. Let's just try like 74, add 10. Do 74. Calculate. Alright, so now we have that. We can undo this. Go on. Copy this new code. Paste the new code. Run the script. Now we're at 74. Well, still a little too small. Let's try 84. We'll just keep going up. 84. Calculate. Copy. And then we're going to undo this one. Select all these. Hit paste. Run the script. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now you see how big this guy is, which is good. We want to make sure that we have a big, fat gear that can hold all this information. And then, so we have to still double check the small gear, so we have to go into wireframe. So we don't need this one over here. We can select that one individually. Hit delete. Now we don't need it, right? So that's good. And then we just grab this guy, move him over. Control, grab, pull, pull, pull. And if we zoom in a little bit, I'm pretty sure we can get this centered up pretty nicely, I think. Okay, maybe that was not enough. It doesn't matter because we want to make sure that it touches here. This one just has to move over some more, I guess. I think that is center. Maybe that's center. That looks more center. It's hard to tell because I'm like zoomed all the way out here. But as you can see, that gear will match up with this one, and then this one's going to match up with this one if I just rotate. Wow, that's actually really strange. My gearing is too big. I guess I can go down a little bit. I mean, it doesn't have to be that fat. We'll go, if this is 84, I guess 74 is supposed to work. Let's do 74 again. Maybe I didn't have the script in hand. Wait, let me copy this. And then we can try again. So if I do zoom out, control, undo all these movements and deletes and all that, and adds. There it goes, so that's good. Select all these, paste. Paste. There it goes. Now run the script. Good. So yeah, 70. That one doesn't look too bad. No. There we go. We delete that guy. Move this guy over. See how big that one is. It's kind of eh. Oh wait. Undo. Undo. Click on him. See, I don't like. It's not doing the bevel right. I think it's because the gear tooth pressure angle is like a lot. So I think we're gonna have to bring that pressure angle down a little bit. I don't know how I'm not really liking that, to be honest with you guys, but we're gonna have to, because I think we have too many teeth for it to really do what we want to do. So we'll try doing like 18, see if that pressure angle is good. Generate, copy that. We're going to, let's just generate the G code, see if it works. Paste, paste, there we go. Click that. So you can see the difference. Our pressure angle here on the second one has a little bit of a curve. So that's good. We needed more of a pressure angle, but that's not good enough. So we're going to have to add more of a pressure angle. So if we went down to 18, that gave us our curve instead of having this weird lump thing going on. We're going to have to add some more pressure angle. So I'm going to go down another 2. We'll do 16. See how that looks. Calculate it. Copy. Go over here. Select all these. Paste. Generate the script. So that got a little better. So it has more of a pressure angle. I don't think it's as good as what we have over here. If we want to double check our work, you see that this pressure angle, well, no, this actually looks like it lines up pretty nicely with this one. Really, I think if we would have went, it could have went a little lower. The pressure angle, we probably could have done, it looks a little too big compared to this one, right? If I'm not mistaken. We probably could have done 17 for the pressure angle. 17? We'll try that. I'm trying to get as close as possible to the second gear there. Copy. And we can do this and put paste. Or paste. There we go. Run the script. Okay, so that one isn't. That one's a little too small now. I wonder if you could do like. I guess we could do like a point system or something. Maybe this one is alright. Maybe I'm just like hallucinating here. Let me move it over. Just like a little bit. A little bit. Move it over a little bit. Yeah, that's... Oh, that lines up nicely. Okay, we can save that one. Let's just delete all the other ones. We don't need those. Let's make sure we're deleting the right stuff here. Delete. Delete. Nope. Nope. Delete. We got a lot of those number 1s over here. Down here somewhere. So if we click X, 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 good. How many of these do we have? I hope we only got one left. It's the only one we need. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah, that's it. We got that. Okay. So now we just have to drag out the one that we have. Since this one's so big. Just want to make sure your pressure angle is looking right. Yep, super nice. Okay. So now we can drag this guy over. Too much. Nah, too much. Well, we're gonna have to drag it over to about there. Say right about there. Looks okay. And then we're gonna have to rotate it. Rotate. Let's just say 5 degrees. Oh, wait. My pivot point needs to be active element, maybe, I think. Yeah, there it goes. So if we do rotate, and then we'll do, let's just say 5. No, okay, maybe it's 10. Rotate 10 degrees. Wow, okay, that was too much. How about 1 degree? 2 degree. Okay, I guess it's 3 degrees. Or 2.5. So you rotate 2.5. Ha! Perfect. See that? Lined up pretty nice. Yeah, I can get down with that, I think. It looks okay. I mean, it's not the best, but it looks okay. Plus, we're not going to be that close. I still feel like it's a little too close, because it just needs to be able to smack this gear down and push it. So we will be adjusting that, but for the most part, it looks pretty good. So now all we have to do is click on him, or the lens, and we want to center this guy up. So I'm going to drag this over, I want to say right about there. It actually looks centered to me for this one. Right, let's just double check this. Yeah, maybe. It's odd. It's hard to know for sure. I don't want to do... So weird to figure this out. I think that is center though. Let me just drag this up. We can find out with this. Maybe not. It looks a little off. Just 1 millimeter, or like half a millimeter off, I believe. See that? Now if I zoom in a little more, I need to move it over. Nope, not a full millimeter. Gotta move over half. So how we're gonna do that? On the x-axis, it's at 77. So what we'll do is put 77.5. Perfect, dead center. So now we can just bring this down to the center by dragging it. Perfect. Okay. So next would just be to click on this guy, go to edit mode, go to front view, and then we're just going to hit E to extrude, Z on the Z axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See? 8, 8. Good. So, now that we have that, we know exactly that that is 8, so we're good with that. And now we can close the gap. So we need to do F to face. And then do the same thing to the bottom. Control Alt. What's going on right now? Alt. Shoot. Alright. How about deselect, hit B, grab all these, then put F to face. Let's do solid mode so we can see. That has a face, and the bottom has a face. Good. Everything has a face. Fantastic. Now, for our follow focus ring, we want to make sure that we can like clamp it. Obviously, we want to make sure that when I spin the ring, it doesn't, you know, constantly keep rotating or anything weird. So we're gonna have to actually extrude out one of these gearing system parts, the gears itself, and create a mechanism that allows us to close in on the gap. So first, we'll do we'll switch back into object mode. Hit Shift A. This time we're gonna add a cube, and the cube's gonna be, let's just say, like 10 millimeters. So 10 by 10. Let's see, 10 by 10 by 8. So 10, 10, 8. Good. Front view, drag him up. Too high. Zoom in. Drag it up. That looks good. So then we drag him over. Let's see, top view. So probably need to drag it out more than 10 since it's going to be connecting. So we'll do, I don't know, let's just do 20. It doesn't really matter at this point. We're just going to bring this back over here. It's about like right here. So that's good. So yeah, that gearing doesn't look too bad, and it's got, you know, that looks good. I like that design. So now we have that, we'll do a Boolean modifier. So we're going to hit this guy, hit Boolean, add this guy as a join, not a union, not a difference, and we're going to hit apply. And now we can delete this one. X, delete. What the? I said we're joining this together. What the heck just happened? That was weird. A little strange nonetheless. I don't know why that happened at all. Let's hide this guy since we don't need it right now. I'm gonna double check some things. Yeah, that should have worked just fine. I don't know what is going on with this. Let's do object mode so we can see. I mean, the worst case scenario, really, we can just pull these vertices out to be this block since we already have it. Since I'm having a little bit of an issue for some reason. Deselect all. B, grab all these vertices here. We're going to pull this out. Pull, 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 pull. It's about right here. Now we can just model these vertices to do the pull for us. So if I hit scale on the Z, not the Z, undo that. Scale on the Y. Kind of match it up to our gearing here. Excuse me. And now we can just grab each individual vertice. So if we do B, grab all these, because there are two different sides. So if we just grab them and pull, and do it again, deselect, grab this. This is a long dragged out portion of it. But it's still okay. I mean, it's not the best, but it's okay. Now, if we had a mirror modifier, it will be like 2 times faster, because then we will only have to do like one side. But we don't have it on here, so you guys have to be a little patient. That's all. No, I'm kidding. Oh, that sounded rude. No, I'm just playing with you guys. If you want to skip ahead, I mean, obviously you can. This is pretty simple stuff right here. Like, ultra simple. Bring it up. So we can do, like, all of it where we hit... grab all these back here. Pull these guys up. Same thing with this one. Are these right here. Pull these up. Same thing. Oh. Same thing with these guys. We're gonna pull. Whoa, I'm doing B. There we go. And the wrong stuff. Grab all these guys. Pull these ones up. So we pretty much have it. And how I can fix this is if I do I think I have it in, maybe Loop Tools will fix this. We can try that. We'll do B. There we go. Select these. Left click. Loop Tools. Flatten. Ha! Perfect. And then we just bring this over. It's right there. Then we can do R to rotate. We want to rotate just a tiny bit. You can see it's a little off. There it goes. Perfect. Bring this out a little bit right here. And there you have it. So now we have that modeled out perfectly. Now if we go into the object mode, we'll click on this box that we don't need any longer. Hit X to delete it. Now if we go into object wireframe to solid mode, you can see our box is shaped perfectly to the box that we just had, which is great. That's what we want. So next would be where we need to start booleaning out the rest of our information. So first, well actually you didn't need to delete that box. Matter of fact, let me add our box back in. Where are you? Oh, okay, control. There we go. Okay. So that box, instead of doing that, what we could do is change the Y down to, I want to say 2 millimeters, possibly 3. We could do 3. There we go. We'll just pull this guy a little forward here. There it is. And then we'll unhide everything, only hide our pictures because we don't need those guys right now. And then we are going to do a modifier. So we'll click on this guy, hit what? Hold on. We don't need a union, we want to difference. Hit apply. We delete this guy. Should have done it already. Let me see. Solid mode? Oh, that was weird. Okay, I'm a little lost. Are you connected or not connected? Oh, okay, that's weird. Hold up. Did that just change my stuff? No, I don't think that changed. Yeah, it did. Okay. We're gonna have to just delete this box. It's just being a nuisance at this point. We'll just add another one. Mesh. Cube. We're gonna do, I don't know, 30 by 3 by 20. Whatever. So over here, we drag it out. Voila. Right here is good. So now you can see we still have that cutout, which is great. That's what we're going to need. Shift H to unhide everything. We're going to hide our pictures because they're just in the way. We're going to grab this guy. What the heck just happened to my other thing? Where's my cube? Oh god. That was strange. Alright, we got a cube. Shift. Oh, wait. Yeah, Control H. Alt H, I mean. Unhide. Alright, so now, finally, we're at the home stretch here, guys. Let's just remove this modifier, just add a new one. Boolean. Grab this. Hit here. Difference, yes. Hit OK. Delete. And voila. So we have that cut out. Perfect. Same thing with this guy. But we're going to want to change the vertices. I want to make sure it's just not some weird... Well, no, the vertices, I guess, is okay. It doesn't have to be completely flat. Because that'll help with crushing onto the lens and grabbing that stuff. So, we could leave it that way. I think it'll be alright. So if I hit this, add another modifier, Boolean, grab this dropper, click on this guy, hit apply, go ahead and delete this guy, and voila, we have our ring. Ooh, Ooh, that ring is amazing. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and pull this guy up, lock it into place. We have our ring. It is focusing well. Yeah, I'm liking that. Now let's bring it back down. I just wanted to test that out real quick. We're not done yet, though. We're not done yet. We're close. We're really close, guys. We do one more thing here. Shift A, and we're going to add another mesh. It's going to be a cylinder. Now this cylinder has got to be, let's just do a 4mm. 4mm should be fine. 4x4 by I want to say 20 maybe. I guess 20 is fine. It'll go through. It should anyway. Go to our right orthographic mode. Rotate 90 degrees. We're gonna bring this guy up to match this guy over here in the center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, even. Drag it all the way over. That looks good right there, don't you guys think? Yeah, perfect. Now we got a screw and all that good stuff to it on the back end. You know, we could do a little pronounced screw too, where we're adding like a legit hexagon, like how we had this over here for the 4mm. But I'm not going to worry about that in this design right now. This is fine for where it's at. But we will have to boolean this out, so let's just go ahead and do that really quick. Boolean. One more time. Grab this guy over here. Hit apply. Hit this guy again. Hit delete. And we got a hole. We got that hole right there. It is an amazing hole. It is an amazing hole. So let's go ahead and bring this up right about here. And it's perfect, guys. It is freaking fantastic. So, pivot point's good. Seems like everything will work out for this. And as you can see, we have an issue. Wow. I did not see this. If you guys can't tell, if you look at the design for this one to this one, this is center. That guy is dead center for our gear, which is fantastic. But as you can see here, this isn't. We need to go all the way over here. So we need a bigger gear. Shoot, I wish I would have calculated this. We need to be right there, basically. So we need a bigger gear on this guy then, I guess. But I don't know, man. I don't like how big this gear would have to be. I mean, we could pull this in, but then I have to re-3D print that. I'm not trying to do that, guys. Bring this out. Oh no. What a user orthographic at the top. So we have the middle that will go through just fine, but now this doesn't reach this guy. So, and if we go any bigger, I guess we could go bigger on this gear, but it's getting kind of close there. We can try it though. We can try it. Well, I mean, why not? So we'll do, if that one was a 30 tooth, we can do a 40 tooth. See if that works. Calculate, copy. Same stuff again. We'll hit paste. Oh, paste. There we go. Run the script. See what this guy is looking like. 1, 7. No, we'll do 1. Drag it up to the top. A little higher so we can see. So if we move this guy over, what is this? Yeah, this could work. Well, we gotta make sure this is in the center of this. So now it's still not gonna reach. We're gonna have to go a little bigger, but see already 40 would actually hit that side right there, man. We're gonna have to go bigger on the other gear too, so we're gonna have to redo that portion. God, that's annoying. You know those setbacks that nobody likes. So I guess we're gonna have to go bigger on this tooth to make sure we can reach this tooth. So if we do, instead of 10, or instead of 15, we can try to do 20. Maybe that'll reach. Calculate, copy, delete all these, paste, paste. There we go. The reason I'm doing paste twice is because I was having some issues, but it's alright. No. We're not copying objects here. Can't see, so wireframe. Get this guy. I'm gonna drag you up. Front view. Yep. Grab this. Pull up. What the? Pull up. There it goes. Top view. Solid. Let's see if it'll touch. What? It's off. Like, what is going on with my stuff here? That's weird. There we go. Well, that touches this gear. But not this one over here, right? Oh, wait. Is that the same? No, this isn't the same gear. Who are you? You're too big. That's that 41. I think 40 is too big because it's going to smack over here, I think. So that's not going to work. We're going to have to delete this guy. Let's delete that one and this one. So but 20 seems like it's okay. We could even do a 30 tooth. As long as we're not hitting anything in here, we may be able to reach it. A 30 and a 30. So that'll be a 1-to-1. So won't have to worry about the gear ratio on that one. And that helps with the speed. We're not going to have a lot of torque, but that's fine. We can try that out. 30 to 30. If we calculate, copy this, copy, hit, paste, run, wireframe. Whoa, wireframe. You don't want this guy. That's deleted. Delete it. Alright. Sorry guys, a little cough there. Drag it up to the top. There we go. And we are going to do solid mode. And yeah, that doesn't hit anything. That's good. It gets close to those bolts, but not close enough. So that's actually kind of good. And on this guy, are you hitting? Oh, that's perfect. 30 and 30 reaches. Okay. I'm liking that. Yeah. Alright, so we'll click on this one we don't need. Delete. And then for this guy we're gonna have to extrude. So we're gonna click and delete this one we don't need. And then we'll grab this one. Nope, this one. We need to extrude this. We'll go down since it's fine if we go down. Z, wireframe, edit mode. Hit E to extrude on the Z axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that is on control, holding down control and just dragging down. And then we're gonna hit F to face. So we have a face there. Deselect, grab the top, F to face. So it has a face there. Deselect, object mode, solid mode. Has a face and everything, so that's good. Now we're going to add a cylinder. Shift A, cylinder, where are you? Cylinder right here. Okay, and then we'll do I think I want to do 10 still. Yeah, we'll do 10 by 10 by 10. Yeah, we'll do that. Wireframe. Oh man. What the? What's going on? What is happening? Alright. Shift, click. What? No, no. It's control click. Bring it up, bring it up. We're gonna bring this guy to where it doesn't touch this stuff, so. That looks pretty good. Just gotta make sure it doesn't touch this roof part of the design. And now for this one, bring this down. Where is it at? Z25, let's do 25, 24, 24, no, 24.5. That looks good right there. Close enough. Gives us enough space, so we're going to click on this one. No, not that one, this one. Then we'll do add a modifier. Boolean, there it goes. We're going to do a union. Click on, not that one, nope. Nope. Where are you, you stupid? Nope. Where are you? This guy. Oh, what is going on? Alright, let's just hide this other one since it's in our freaking... Oh yeah, now you show up. Hide you, you're in the way. Front view. Now we can add the modifier to that guy. Finally. Okay, apply. Now we delete this one. We have the big one. Yay. So now we go to Shift A, add another mesh. Want to do another cylinder. This time we need 3.3. I'm just going to make it 3. If I have to, I mean, I can use the screw to kind of dig in and make grooves, so we'll just do 3. 3. Then we'll do 5 or 10. Let's just do 10. Bring it up. Right about there. Arts. Rotate 90 degrees. Bring it in, bring it in. Zoom over. Scooch over a little bit. Right about there. Zooming in. It's a little too low. I'm gonna bring it up just a tad. It's at 21. So if we do 21.5, I don't know how that looks. It's hard to see. Solid. Then we're going to hide this guy. Hide this guy. How is that looking here? Too close. I'm gonna change this to 21 again. Too much. 21.25? That may do it. It's cutting it kind of close, but it should do it. Let's hope that I feel like it will go through without any issues. We could extrude this down a little bit. It is a fatter gear. Wait, this is a little bigger, I think. Yeah. You are too big. Now that I see the other gears, this one's too big. So, object mode, we'll fix that. If I do wireframe here, B, grab everything. It's about a millimeter too big. Drive you down, 1. And then we do duplicate, this, there we go, grab everything, bring it up, 1. Good. And then we will do this, where we grab this one, bring it down 1. And there you have it. So now we can get out of that, grab this guy, move it to 21.5. Actually, we could do 22 probably. 21.5 probably is better. Yeah, that looks pretty centered. Okay. Now we have to do Shift A, grab another cylinder, and we're gonna make this one 5 or 5. Let's do 0.2, 5.2, and then we'll do like, I don't know, 30 or something. That's fine. All right. Front view. Drag this sucker up to right here. Now we're going to grab this one, add a modifier, do boolean. It is a difference. We're going to click on this guy, hit apply, click on this guy, hit delete. We're going to do another modifier, click on this guy, add a boolean, hit this one, grab this one, hit this one, hit apply, hit delete, and there, finished. See how quick that was? We got it set up right this time. So, now we can unhide everything, hide the 2 pictures that we don't need, and show off our follow focus system in solid mode. And there is something here that should not be there, it seems like. What is this? Who are you? Oh, that's the one I deleted. Or hid. We need to delete that one. Delete. Perfect. Now we have just this big 30 gear tooth gear right there. Yeah. And then we have our gear that will hold our bearing in place with a hole that goes through it. See that? That looks good. And then the gear that holds our camera lens. Yeah, that looks fantastic, guys. So this is all real world designing. Let me just do view. We're gonna hide everything. We don't need to show that information. Now let's go to this. To this? No, this. Here it goes. So this color will be a red 2, or we can do like a green, I guess. New. Let's make it green. I want to see green. Darker green? What is it? Let's make it a dark green. That's a little too dark, maybe. Darker green. Right here? Right there. Yeah, that's alright. And then we'll do another. Oh no, let's get our materials. I want that dark green. Add a dark green. Okay. So we have all our focus rings attached. Now you can see that looks pretty good. I'm liking how this turned out, guys. So next we just have to get all this printed out and make sure that all of it works. So I have this piece already printed, so we'll hit H. We have this piece already printed, hit H. So we only need to print out these 3 gears that make up this mechanism. So remember, when this spins forward, it's going down, so it's going to push this up. It's going to do opposite. Yeah, so this goes clockwise, this goes downward, which this pushes upward to do clockwise. So it gets us back into forward and backward direction rotation. So that's good. We needed 3 gears to do that. So think about it like this. We're going this way. I'm going to go to the top. So if we go this way, these gears are pushing down on this one, which in return push this side going this way up, which pushes this one down clockwise. I hope you guys are liking the video. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about all this. This is a lot to do. It seems like everything is looking pretty nice. Like I said, we're going to be... This is a little close. You know what I'm saying? It is a little close, but the printouts that I did is to be able to adjust this to move back and forth. Because if I unhide, let me just show you what I mean. These right here, these holes, this one... Let me just deselect. So if we grab that and grab this one, and then we move them, or we actually grab this one too, because we have to move all of them. If we move, this will move this with it. So like this will allow us to move those holes, those mounting holes, back and forth. So we can move up really close up against this one, and then with us already having it on a 15 millimeter rod for our camera rig right here, this rod that it sits on, we will still be able to turn it. We can turn and tilt this up against this gearing, so we never have to worry about that. As long as this can be pulled back and forth, we can adjust these gears touching each other right here. So you see, if it's too far, we can just pull it back. As long as this gear is attached to this frame, the red frame, this red frame, then we can pull it back and it'll attach to the gear for sure, and then we can make it sure it's really tight, push this one up against that one. Super great. This is legitly, and I am signing out, guys.